squad? It's day 28. Yay! It is the last day. The last day. Yay! Do, 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 do. The last day of week number 4. Yes. Tomorrow starts week number 5. Yes. And the power of positivity is getting me through all these things in my life. Yes. Very goodness, yes. Okay, well, I've been dealing with a lot of stuff in my life for a very long time. Obviously, it has been towards my health. I went and did my doctor's appointment yesterday, and from what I'm hearing from them, everything is good so far. They kept doing my blood pressure. My blood pressure was, it kept being like 120 over like 62 or 129 over 65 or something like that. So that's what my blood pressure was looking like. They usually have a hard time finding my veins sometimes, but they got me in one stick to put the IV in, to actually give me the medicine or whatever, the injection they gave me to make my body go through and feel like it was being exerted and feel like stress was on my body. So yeah, hopefully I'll be hearing from them soon. I'm going to be going and doing a follow-up with them on April 11th. Yeah, health is one thing, but over the past couple of weeks now, and for months, I've been on antidepressants and everything, and I was really low for a very long time. I really was not caring about myself. I wasn't taking any pictures of myself. I wasn't talking to people that often. And when I was, it was very short conversation. I wasn't really like trying to like just, I guess, be around people for a while. And one day I was like, I was thinking at night. I was trying to go to sleep, and I was just like, it was the night after I watched what's it called, Forks Over Knives, and I was thinking like, there's only one way that I can change, and that's if I want to change myself. And if I want to do that, I have to be the one to do it. So regardless of whatever everybody else is doing, I have to be true to myself, and I have to do what I can. I can't use it as a cop-out and blame other people, because I'm my own person, and I have to take responsibility for whatever I'm doing. So that's when I decided that I was going to try this whole food plant-based lifestyle, and really stuck with it and continued going through my day, like just thinking about, oh, well, as long as I keep doing what I'm already doing, just making the healthier choice and eating my food as fresh as possible as I can get it, just eating food like that's not processed and like just crap. They put a bunch of filler foods in there to give it either flavor or to make it last longer on the shelf, or they've added a bunch of oils and a bunch of different things to your food, and that stuff is literally poison, and my body is a detriment to that, okay? Like, I'm not blind. It's not like I don't see this. Like, okay. It's not that I don't see it. Like, I see it, but the only way that I can better myself is by looking forward and just continuing to make the right choice and not making the choices like I've done before, and just keep going with it. Before, I would just get I would just not care, and I'd be like, oh, well, I'll do it tomorrow, or I'll try again, but I was never sticking to it. And even when I thought I was doing good, I was eating like 4 ounces of protein, 4 ounces of chicken, with a salad, and in the morning that was what I was having for dinner and lunch most days. Uh, and I was eating egg whites every morning with onions, and that's literally the stuff I was eating for weeks, and I was getting no progress. I was not losing any weight. I was like, it wasn't working for me. I was just like, okay, fine. I wasn't eating any fruit, and I was like, I don't know what is the problem. I had stopped eating bread, and just stopped doing all that. And since it wasn't working, I got really discouraged because I wasn't losing any weight. And in fact, I started to gain weight, and I didn't understand that because I was weighing all my food and I was doing everything that I had learned at Wellspring, and it wasn't working for me. And after I watched Forks Over Knives, I was like, okay, I'm going to try this. Literally, the last meal that I had that was not on program was, I know what it was. There was a chicken breast. I grabbed it out of the fridge that was already cooked. I chopped it up, and I put it into a packet of Maruchan chicken ramen, and I cooked it, and that's what I ate for, like, literally the last thing I ate that was not a on Whole Foods plant-based. Literally, I ate that, went to sleep, and then when I woke up, the first thing I had was a can of beans. I opened the can of beans, I found one that was low sodium, and I ate that, and that was my first meal, and that's how I started. I was completely unprepared for it. I just started, and over the next couple days, I was scrambling almost every day to get to the store and buy something for me to eat, and that's why I kept hitting Subway, because it was simple, it was fast, and I knew that it was on program because the website that I go to. Again, I'll put it in the description. So if you want to know what website I'm talking about, it'll be down there. What's it called? Told me that it was okay to have. So I was like, okay. So I started following it, and I've seen progress. And I've done nothing different that I was not doing before when I was eating animal protein. And when I got really discouraged, when I thought that wasn't working, is when I went back to eating all the other stuff that I had previously given up. I started eating pizza again. I started eating toast with butter on it, cooking my eggs in my egg whites in the butter, and cooking in oil, and eating fast food all the time and all that stuff. And I had to change. I couldn't base what I was going to do on what everybody else was going to do, because the only person I can control is myself. I can control what goes in my mouth. That's the only thing that's the only thing I can control, okay? That's how I was looking at it. I can control myself. So I can't cop out and say, well, you went and got this for me, and you did this, and you did that, because ultimately I was the one asking them. They were just saying yes. I mean, it wasn't like, it's not their fault. Okay, I've said this before. Like, I'm a food addict. I would get pretty angry and upset when I didn't get what I wanted, and I could be a very mean person because I wanted what I wanted, and I've changed the way I've been thinking. I've been thinking a lot more positive, and I've just been constantly encouraging people, and that has helped a whole lot. And I've started going to or I've started doing Skype therapy through a clinic that's close to my home. And I've been just trying to figure out why all this is happening while talking to you guys and keeping updated and just constantly looking forward to the next day, because it feels really good to go through the day, and at night you feel full. Okay, first off, I feel great. Okay, you feel full. And then you finish that day and you're like, that wasn't even hard. That wasn't even hard. I literally ate what I wanted. I ate a good amount of it, and I'm seeing progress. And I never felt hungry. And it's all food that is fresh and is good for me. So that's all I can really say on that right now. And my mom, I'm getting my sister. My sister is finally on board to try something that is like, or is program on my, or whatever, what I'm doing. She's ordering a sandwich just exactly like mine, and she's going to eat it straight Whole Foods, Whole Food plant-based sandwich from Subway. I said, just try it once, okay? And then see how you feel about it for the next meal. Because she had a chicken salad that she was ready to eat. And I was like, just try this, okay? You can eat that, just eat it later, okay? Just eat this once. And you tell me if it was bad or you didn't like it and everything else like that. I said just try it and we'll move on from there, because I want to help her as much as I can. And it would be very detrimental if I had other people around me, especially the people I lived with, doing the same things I was doing, because then it would just be easy. We could all pre-plan for everything, and we can all have a game plan, and everybody's part of that game plan, so nobody gets left out of the equation, and you get results. We could like have a time of the day or something like that when all of us get up and go do something, whether we go outside and we play some basketball, or just go out front and play two square, or we just go and bounce the ball back and forth, or we just go throw a football around, or something like that. And we can do that together as a family. So that's kind of what it looks like to me when I see my sister actually agreeing to do like something like that. And my mom's always loved vegetables and fruits and everything else like that. So hopefully she'll see reason sometime soon. Alright, guys. This is probably going to be part 1 of the video. This one's going to have to be split into at least 2, because it has been almost 15 minutes of me talking, and my phone's video for uploading to YouTube, it literally will not let me throw anything up past 15 minutes. So this is going to be part 1 of day 28. Okay, guys. I will see you in part 2 of today. Peace!